Hey, since you're enrolled in the course, I just wanted to remind you to check out the Selling in a New World lecture. It's unbelievable. It talks about all the things you need to know about how to win in today's selling environment. I'm not talking about right now when we're at home in quarantine. I'm talking about when this is all over and you're back out in the sales world. These are things you need to know. These are the rules of today's selling world. So make sure you check out that lecture. In fact, I got it right here so you can watch it right now. The internet changed everything for salespeople. I mean, think about it. Can you remember the world before the internet? Before you could just go to Google and search for whatever question that you had or whatever product you wanted to know about? Now there's Yelp. You can go there if you want to know about what do other people in the world think about this product or this restaurant or this thing. What about Amazon if you want to go to see if there's a good price for something? Or Facebook to see what your friends think about something? Or Groupon to see if there's a coupon you can get for something. The world is completely different because of the internet. And I've listed out here 7 examples of how the world that we sell in is different now than it was before, and how most of the places that you're going to go find sales training on are in teaching the old ways. Here's the first example. Consider how it is to buy a car now versus a car then. If you wanted to go buy a car back then, you had to go down to the car lot and you had to talk to a salesperson. And the salesperson who knew all the specs, they were all about getting you sold on that car, right? And they were told, never let them leave the car lot because they're never going to come back. You have to close them right there. It was hard closing. It was sales, right? That was back in the day. Now, what happens when you want to buy a car? Well, you can go online, you can check out the millions of different review sites they have. Like, I know Kelley Blue Book now is online, and there's all these other places that are online that'll help you find out how much the car costs, if it's the right fit for your family. All of those things are available. So by the time you actually walk on the car lot, you have a pretty good idea if you want it already. So as a result of this, that buyer, that consumer, we are now educated buyers. We don't need the salesperson anymore, right? We are now a button push away from any information that we need. And even now, the button push might be a little old because now you can just ask Alexa, or you could ask Siri, or ask Cortana, or ask whatever it is out there that can tell you the answers without even hitting a button. The world is completely changing. Customer service now is an expectation. Think about Nordstrom's. People used to say Nordstrom's was the best with customer service. And that was just the impression people had. That was the rumor. That was the stories people would say about Nordstrom. Well, now we don't need to have stories anymore. Now there's so many review sites out there. If you have one negative review, people are going to question if your product or your service is any good. And that could kill your product. The fourth thing I have on here is that products, as a result of the review system and all these people out there being able to say if they like it or not, products that don't have any value, products that are just a waste, they don't survive. And so products and services that are out there, if they exist, they have to be good. So whatever it is that you sell probably is really good. But not everyone knows about it, which is why you have a job, right? The fifth thing that I've noticed is that because of all the internet and all the different places to find information, there's so many places out there with information that it's hard for consumers to determine what's true and what isn't. Hence the term fake news. There's a lot of fake news problems on the internet. What's the truth? I'm not sure. That's what's changed how salespeople are today. Because the old slimy salesperson, the person that you would be afraid to talk to because they would try to convince you to buy their stuff, that person doesn't exist anymore. But now, if you're a salesperson in today's modern sales world, you're not a salesperson anymore, you're a consultant. Because the best salespeople are people that know you're an educated buyer. They know you have a good idea of what these things do, but you're just not exactly sure which one you should get and why you should get it. And we're all trying to navigate all the information that's out there. And so that's what consultants do. And as a result from all of this, from consultants and how that is the new salesperson, any type of personality can be a successful salesperson. Long time ago, it was all about just the person that was really good at speaking to people, and they were high energy, they were social, and that was the person that was the most successful. But nowadays, because consumers and buyers recognize that as being someone that's going to try to sell them on something, that might not necessarily be the thing that works for salespeople. Now, as a consultant, it's all about someone that can listen to me and understand and make sure that I'm making the best decision for my family or my company, my business, whatever it is. And that means that any type of personality can be successful in sales. So these are the 7 things that I've noticed that as a result of the internet. And most of the places that you're going to find and learn about sales training, you'll find that they're using old tactics that were before this era of the educated buyer, before the era where you could just go to google.com and any of the other sites out there that will tell you what you should buy or what you shouldn't buy. And this modern sales world is what we're going to be talking about inside of this course. We are going to teach you how to chisel yourself into the ultimate sales consultant that there is today. And I've got 6 different sections inside of this course which will help you do that. But it's not just going to help you do that so you can be successful this month. It's all about how you can be successful in your career. So in section 1, we're going to talk about building that foundation for success. In section 2, we're going to get into how do you have the discipline of a top sales performer. All that work ethic and the discipline that they have, you'll learn the most important things that you need to do so you can get there fast. The 3rd section is all about the key activities that great salespeople do. And those are the activities that you can start doing right away to go on your path for greatness. Section 4 is all about time management. And time management, that's one thing that salespeople always request because there's so many things that are required of us. And all those things, you need to know how to navigate through the things that are critical and things that aren't high priority. We'll talk about all of that. We'll talk about planning for the roadblocks. Section 5 is all about how to focus amidst all the chaos of your customers asking you for things, your manager asking you for things, your family, your life asking you for things. How do you stay focused and get it done? And section 6 is all about believing in your future, building confidence and setting things up so you'll have a sustainable future in sales, one that you'll be proud of and one that you'll be making all the types of money that you join sales to get into. So are you ready to get going? Let's get started next. How was that? Well, guess what? It's only one video out of 40 plus lectures that I give you and you have access to right now online. So go check them out, enjoy it, work on your skill sets and get better, and I'll see you in the next video.